Season Pass, sponsored by City National Bank, starts now.
Welcome into this week's edition of Season Pass. I'm your host for tonight, Griff McClellan. The Concho Valley is in the middle of district basketball for all the high school teams as the schedules begin to wind down. We have recaps this past week for ASU basketball, and we also take a look around the state and country at other sporting events. But first, Central is up. The Lady Cats in their 6th and 7th district game this past week, starting at home this past Tuesday amidst all the other district games. The Lady Cats starting things off Tuesday night with the Rebels coming to town. The Rebels taking the first game in this doubleheader, now moving to 2-4 in district after a 42-31 loss. Central boys with a big home district game Tuesday versus the Rebels following the conclusion of the Lee's game, sitting just above the Rebels in district play. It didn't show tonight, but it was raining threes. Bobcats with 7 first-quarter threes. Trey Allen here 3 for 3 starting this one off. Bobcats a few possessions later and another 3. This time Allen with the assist on the deep ball. Rebels take a timeout. Same spot, same shot, same result. Evan McNeil with back-to-back threes. Bobcats possession again. Squeaky beyond the arc, holding the rock. Decides to pull it and nails it. Bobcats up by 16, 23-7, the precise score at this point. And next possession, first quarter winding down. Under 2 minutes to go. The Rebels captain Jamar Shields follows the game's trend with this deep ball here. Bobcats took a 33-9 first quarter lead. Final score 85-60. The Bobcats are now 2-2 in district play. Lakeview trailing 50-2 at halftime, looking to at least put some points on the board in this one, which they do right here. Sophia Evaro hits the free throw. Maiden's on the board in the second half. Leveland possession next, bringing it up the court. Goes to the corner for 3. That shot is up, and that's good. Lobo is just pouring it on as visitors in San Angelo. Evaro back to the line. Maiden's hoping to put at least a few more points on the board Tuesday night. Misses the free throw here, but give it a second. Layla Zarich is there for the rebound, and she's up and lays it in. Lakeview at least making a little impact late. It wasn't Lakeview's night, though. The Maidens fall 72-12, a 60-point loss now, 0-4 in district and 2-20 overall. And, of course, Lakeview boys hosting Leveland, concluding the ladies after the ladies' game ends. We pick things up with 3 minutes to go in regulation. Braylon White and Landon Steele playing a little rebel in the middle on this play, extending their fourth quarter lead, to 49-45. A few possessions later, Lakeview down 2. Braylon White misses. Joseph Delgado with the putback, though, and we have overtime tonight. 54-53 now, 1 minute into overtime. I thought this was going out of bounds, but the pass to Braylon White leads to 3. Chiefs extend the lead to 4 in overtime. Lakeview have hit a few free throws here to push the lead further. Nick Leva knocking both these down. And again, leave it to the line to ice the game. Chiefs walk away with this one, winning 61-53 in overtime. A thriller for Lakeview, moving them to 3-1 and now 2 in district. The Cristobal girls basketball team, the Lady Cougars, hosting Ozona Tuesday night in a District 7-2A matchup. We pick it up in the second quarter. Ozona's Cadence Timbaga makes short jumper, 22-8, though. Lady Cougars on top. Later in the second, Cristobal possession, Madison George passes to Jordan Walker for a layup, 24-8 now. Ozona ball now late in the second. Timbaga misses a layup, but Grace Upham gets the follow, 24-10 Cristobal. Less than 50 seconds remaining in the half. Hallie Hughes hits it from long range for Cristobal. It's now 27-11 Lady Cougars. Home team dominating. Late third quarter action now. Lady Cougars sharing the ball pretty well. And Natalie Brooks hits a 3 from the left wing, 45-15, a 30-point lead for the home team. Cristobal goes on to win 49-32, a 17-point win. Lady Cougars are now 9-0 in district. Ozona drops to 7-2. The Cristobal Cougars boys team also hosted Ozona in Game 2 of a district doubleheader Tuesday night. First possession for Ozona, Christian Villarreal connects on this short jumper in the paint, 2-0 in favor of the visitors. Stanton McLaughlin, though, makes a steal for Cristobal. He's going to miss the layup initially, but big man Bruce Cooper slams it there for the follow. We're all nodded at two apiece, folks. Still in the first quarter, Cristobal takes a 5-2 lead here as McLaughlin again hits a 3 off an assist by Cooper. Lions get within 5-4 after Ozona is off the mark from long range. And Villarreal scores again on a layup this time. And 6'7" post, Bruce Cooper, check that out. What a dunk. Goes up strong for another crowd-pleasing dunk. Now 7-4 Cristobal. Cristobal pulls off a pretty hard-fought 46-42 victory to improve to 6-1 in district. Ozona drops to 4-4. Coming up next on Season Pass, we continue our Concho Valley basketball coverage, moving from Tuesday's games to District Friday. Don't go anywhere. Season Pass will be right back. Welcome back to Season Pass. Switching things over to Friday now, district basketball continues for the Concho Valley. The Lady Cats facing another Midland team this week, this time on the road facing the Midland Lady Dogs. The Lady Cats sitting fourth in district at 2-4 in standings. The Lady Dogs just above them in third place. A final score of 46-34. Lady Cats now improved to 3-4 in district. Over to the boys now, concluding the ladies game. The boys sitting in third in 6A Region 1 District 2 standings. Midland 2 spots behind them. A pretty impressive win for the Bobcats to control their own destiny. The fellas also closed the deal, winning 73-40 final score, solely in third place with 5 games to go in the season. Over to the 4A Region 1 District 5 games now. The Maidens up first, facing the Lady Patriots from Liberty. The Maidens sitting last in the district with a few more games to go this season. Unfortunately, another lopsided loss. Final score 81-9 in this one. The Chiefs enter their district matchup against Liberty on Tuesday, sitting in third, tied with the Patriots at 3-1 each. A must-win game for the Chiefs, certainly on Friday night. And the Patriots, unfortunately, sweep the night. The doubleheader goes to Liberty's favor. Lakeview falls to third in district, sitting at 3-2 with 5 games remaining. Now on to 3A Region 1 District 6. The Lady Hawks up first, defending their home court in this Concho Valley matchup with the Lady Eagles. The Lady Hawks sitting in second place at 7-2. The Lady Eagles 2-6. A sweep for the Hawks on Friday night behind a 50-point win. Lady Hawks remain in second. And of course, the guys team followed, sitting at 5-2, third place in district. The Eagles in last place at 0-7. The Wall boys also hosted Grape Creek in a 6-3A matchup, eyeing a third straight win. Wall wins the tip and wastes no time here as Michael Page finds Jackson Kirkland down low for a powerful move inside. Lane Stansbury now has it, driving to the rim, gets the contact, somehow gets it to go. Reverse layup is good. Count it and 1, 6-0 Hawks. Grape Creek trying to respond. Derek Sneed in the paint, dribbles, now spins, and lays it in. Eagles on the board, down 6-2. Grape Creek inching a little closer. It's now 6-5. But how about this? Landon York in the corner, finds Kirkland, who finds space for the jam down low. Kirkland throws it down, 8-5 Hawks. Wall wins it, 74-44 the final score. Lane Stansbury leads the night with 17 points, a team high for Wall. The Hawks have now won 10 of their past 11 games. Over to 3A Region 1 District 7, Brady. The ladies up first, sitting in third place at 3-3, taking on the last place Lady Buffs from Florence. The ladies moved to 4-3 in district after the pretty commanding 71-33 win. And of course, the boys game subsequently following, also sitting in third place in their respective district at 3-1. Excuse me, taking on another last place Buffaloes team. The Bulldogs moved to second after the big win, and just 5 more games on the schedule for district play. And our last stop before the break, 2A Region 1 District 7 time over in Cristobal for this Concho Valley matchup. The first place undefeated Lady Cougars taking on the fourth place Lady Eagles, and remain blemish-free. A 48-22 win keeps the Lady Cougars in first place with 2 games remaining. And of course, the boys look to follow suit with only 1 blemish in their record, sitting at 6-1, facing the last place Eagles with an exact opposite record at 1-6. A sweep on the night behind the 19-point win final of 58-39 with 5 games remaining for the Cougars in district. Coming up next on Season Pass, we continue our high school basketball coverage from Friday's Concho Valley games. Don't go anywhere, folks. Season Pass will be right back. Welcome back, folks. Continuing our Friday district action, we pick things back up in the 2A Region 1 District 7, a Concho Valley matchup between Ozona and Sonora. Lady Broncos on the road in Ozona. These 2 teams in second and third behind Cristobal at 7-2 for the Lady Lions. The Lady Broncos coming in at 5-3. A Lady Lions win in this one, though. Final score 46-29. Ozona moves to second. Sonora now tied for third in standings. The boys district not as competitive a lot on the line still. Ozona and Sonora sitting at 4th and 5th in district, with only 4 making it through, though. The positions in district remain the same after the Broncos' 58-41 win on Friday. Both teams with 4 games remaining in district. Now time for another all-Concho Valley matchup. The 20th ranked Erie County ladies ranked 18th, sitting at 5-1. The Lady Longhorns 1-6 in 5th place. Lady Hornets defense swarming all night. Firstly, Cormier with the steal here and score on this possession. Bryant answers back though with a mid-range jumper here to cut into the deficit a little bit. The Lady Hornets are going to score here again. Cormier hits a 3 to extend the lead from the corner. That's up and that's down. Lady Hornets possession momentarily again. Pass inside to Aislinn Fowler, who scores this basket. Nice little move inside. Lady Hornets Berkeley-Callaway now with the points here. Erie County girls go on to win this one by a final of 57-16, dominant over Brant. The boys game followed right after that one. The Hornets sitting in third place at 5-2. The Longhorns 1-5 with time winding down. Fit things up. 5 games to go in this district, and the Erie County boys complete the doubleheader sweep with a nearly identical score of 57-13, winning over Brant. Brant in 5th place. The Hornets still in 3rd. And now time for our final Friday Night Hoops action. The 20th ranked Robert Lee Steers taking on district rival Verabest. The Steers in 1st, the Falcons in 4th. Robert Lee scored the opening 2 baskets, including this one from the Steers. Make it 4-0. A nice wide-open layup there with 6 to go in the first quarter. A few possessions later, though, Verabest with the bigs out there to control inside. A nice bucket down here as Verabest finds space down low. Falcons cut the lead to 3, 11-8. First quarter winding down, Robert Lee with the ball. Nice ball movement here, though, with the 3 finding its way to the corner to extend the lead to 14-8. 10 seconds to go now, zooming ahead until halftime. The Falcons inside again, cut the lead to 4. Nice little turnaround move there. 22-18 was the halftime score of this one. The Steers slightly ahead by 4, but go on to win this one by 10. Final score 61-51. Robert Lee boys now 7-1 in 1st with the Falcons in 4th place. Coming up next on Season Pass, I'll be back for more Angelo State coverage as we recap Rams and Rambos basketball, plus we add baseball and softball to the mix. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Season Pass. Time for our weekly Angelo State sports segment. Starting on the hardwood, the Rams and Rembells concluded their 2-game road trip this week. Angelo State traveled to San Antonio for Game 1, taking on the St. Mary's Rattlers. The Rembells saw a bounce-back win after a crushing 17-point loss versus Lubbock Christian, as shown on the screen, which ended the team's previous 11-game winning streak. In that game versus LCU, the Rembells trailed by 1 at halftime, but went ice cold in the 4th quarter, going the final 6 minutes without making a single field goal. This was obviously a concern heading into Thursday's game. Now, how would ASU respond late game situations? Let's find out. Game 1 was a thriller. The Rembells trailed the entire first half, but held the lead going into the 4th quarter. ASU's Kenai Williams missed what would have been the game-winning layup at the end of regulation, sending the game to overtime. ASU led 64-62 with 2 minutes remaining, but St. Mary's runs away with the win, closing the game on a 10-0 scoring run. ASU drops its 2nd straight game. That being said, Saturday was a different story. The Rembells hoped to snap their 2-game losing streak, and they did just that. ASU gets it done on the road, 80-72 over St. Edwards. Maddie Stevens ties her career-high 29 points, and Kenai Williams had a career-best 21 points, additionally 8 rebounds and 5 blocks. As for ASU men's basketball, the Rams prepared to face a Rattlers team that had previously won 6 straight games, standing atop the LSC East Division at 6-0 and 9-1 in the entire conference. ASU got much-needed back-to-back wins to close its homestand 1 week prior. Both of those games came down to the wire, but ASU was able to close both times. How did ASU's road trip play out? Let's take a look. Time to check the Rams' scores this week. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned on Thursday, losing 68-60. The Rams' 2-game win streak gets snapped, while the Rattlers extend their winning streak to 7 games. ASU then turns its attention to its matchup with St. Edwards on Saturday, which unfortunately didn't go well either. ASU drops its 2nd straight game, this time losing 72-57. Shamar Smith and Sterling Gaston Chapman combined for 23 points, but the story of the night was the second half. ASU trailed by 1 at halftime, but get outscored 43-29 in the second half, en route to another conference loss, falling to 7-6 in the LSC. Now time for our ASU Players of the Week. The first honor goes to Rembells forward Madeline Stevens. She carried the Rembells this past week, averaging 23 points per game, including a career-high 29 points in Saturday's win. The next honor goes to Sterling Gaston Chapman on the Rams, who scored 11 points in each of ASU's games this week, averaging 4 rebounds and 2 assists as well. We now shift our focus to the Diamond as Angelo State softball begins its 2025 season. Opening day is right around the corner, so let's look ahead to this year's campaign. Again, after getting swept in last season's South Central Regional, Angelo State has vengeance on its mind this year. ASU is projected to finish 3rd in the LSC preseason poll, right behind 2024 national champions UT Tyler, and 13th ranked West Texas A&M. The Ramblers returned 13 players from last season's squad that reached its 18th NCAA tournament appearance all time in its 23-year history as a program. One player to keep an eye on, Cheyenne Floyd, the reigning LSC Pitcher of the Year, was recently named LSC Preseason Pitcher of the Year too, after a 20-10 record and 1.89 ERA in 2024. We caught up with Floyd as well as head coach Travis Scott on what lies ahead.
11 seniors on our team this year, which is insane. So I definitely think that we have a really good balance between seniors and upperclassmen, and then the freshmen coming in have really good experience. They're really wanting to learn and they're wanting to take everything in. So I think that it's really good. We have some JUCO transfers and some that have been here seniors, and the freshmen coming in, they have great attitudes and they're willing to learn and just get out there and grind. So I think that it's a really good mix between experience and then just kind of a fresh passion for the game.
It's always hard to say when you play in this conference. It's by far the toughest Division II conference in the country, so you got to show up every week. But with the experience, with the depth in the pitching circle that we have 6 pitchers that we truly trust. We got the Lone Star Conference Pitcher of the Year coming back, who's an All-American in Cheyenne Floyd.
Of course, over to ASU baseball now. The Rams look to build on last season's success that saw a runner-up finish in the national championship. The Rams have reached the College World Series in each of their last 4 seasons, including a national title in 2023. ASU this season is projected to finish first in the LSC, and it was also announced on Friday that ASU's Caleb Hoyerts and Jacob Guerrero are named preseason All-Americans by D2 Baseball. Opening day is approaching quickly, but before that, we caught up with head coach Kevin Brooks, as well as right-handed pitcher Johnny Stacy, to talk about the team's offseason and expectations this year.
Expectations are always the same. Get to carry and win it, and play on the last day and win the game. I think this year's team work ethic's been great. Really excited. Obviously, we've got to improve, on just playing better. And the weather hadn't been too conducive, so it seems like the season's really sneaking up a little faster than normal. We generally continue to improve as the season goes on, and so hopefully can do that again.
I think as a team we expect to win it. Myself is just do my job as my pitcher. My defense will have my back, and yeah, I think we expect the big things for this year.
The Rams begin their season on Friday, January 31st, later this week, but before first pitch, ASU will hold its ring ceremony beginning at 2:40 Central. That being said, the Rams officially begin their quest for redemption this season on, of course, Friday, January 31st, when they host Game 1 of a 4-game series with UT Permian Basin. And finally, ASU softball begins its 2025 campaign on the road in Conroe, Texas for the Division II First Pitch Invitational. ASU takes on Regis on Friday and later Pittsburgh State the same day, with start times of 11 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. respectively. Coming up next on Season Pass, the Super Bowl has its conference representatives, and also esports continue to grow year after year. We'll be back just a few minutes. Season Pass will return after the break. Coming into today, the NFL playoffs were down to 4 teams remaining. Some MVP winners, MVP hopefuls, and a rookie quarterback. Over in the NFC, the Eagles in the NFC title game for the second time in 3 years, meeting a division rival, NFC East rival Washington, team led by the rookie sensation Jaden Daniels as he leads the Commanders into Philly. But an NFC record-setting game for the Eagles sends them to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts combined for 7 scores, 3 rushing touchdowns each. Eagles dropped the 50-burger, 55-23 the final. And over in the AFC, the 4th playoff game between Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen in the playoffs, the Eagles are in, who represent the AFC in this one for the 5th time in the last 6 years. Chiefs took the halftime lead. The Bills take the lead in the 3rd by 1 point. The Chiefs regained the lead, though, early in the 4th and would take the win by a final of 32-29. The Chiefs and Eagles meet for the 2nd time in 3 seasons. Super Bowl 59 is officially set. Esports are continuing to grow every single year. UT Tyler has a program helping this advancement. Here's that story.
Ryan.
Well, Winston. Six.
Tell me the game plan. What are we doing here?
No, you're not in your teenager's room listening to them playing video games.
Okay.
I'm taking you inside UT Tyler's esports lab.
You just got the second point. How are we doing?
and it's trial season for these gamers.
They're all coming in to test their skill level to make it to be on varsity or academy.
These gamers are putting their Overwatch skills to the test.
When they think about video gaming, of course, the first layer is gaming and fun.
You can't do that, though.
That's actually some smooth plays.
But that second layer is all about leadership. Brady Parker is a junior trying out for one of the teams.
This is Overwatch 2 right now, 5v5.
And if all the video game talk seems a little pixelated, well, it's not game over just yet.
Calling out where people are. Push cart, where things go, what's going on, what's happening. Ryan is low, Ryan dead. Keeping track of your ultimates, abilities, kill them all, stuff like that. What do you want to do for defense?
Esports is a lot more versatile than people expect.
Like, skill is obviously important. If you're mechanically gifted, it's important.
Jonah Aitkins is the lead for the Valorant video game team.
He's so smart. He's so smart. This guy.
He says teamwork is a big part of playing games.
If I give you this random person off the street, can you work with them and, you know, make some magic happen?
And for those who tell him that esports isn't really a sport,
kind of just have to experience it firsthand. I mean, just like a sport, we could do this, we could do even more than this, but you just have to match the hours.
Passion and a Red Bull at hand.
Oh yeah, I had to stay awake or else I'm gonna take another nap.
All to win the game.
So you gotta put in the hours that I put in, and we can make something happen here.
Thank you for watching Season Pass, sponsored by City National Bank. For more in-depth stories, scores, and highlights, head to ConchoValleyHomepage.com. Closed captioning for the hearing impaired is sponsored by the Law Office of Rick DeHoyos.